I just know that being a role model is really important to me because I like the fact that young girls look up to me and that I could be an icon. I could, put a smile on people's faces, and people love my music, and that's what I'm more worried about. Keeping the fans and keeping them, happy. That's what I'm more worried about than anything. Because I know my mom and my dad have everything else covered.
Little access throwback right there to Brandy's 20th birthday party.
Wow.
She is joining us now. Welcome,
Thank
Brandy.
you.
That looked like it could have been last year.
Oh, stop.
Right. 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. How is your mama, by the way? She's sweet.
My mom is good. My dad is good. They're both, been here with me in quarantine. We've all been, just taking it day by day. So I'm blessed to, have them with me and my daughter. So
Nice.
Thanks for asking about them.
You said we said that's a look back at the 20th birthday. Do you even remember that time in your life? Do you remember that birthday party? Do you remember that interview?
You know what? I don't remember the interview. I don't remember that moment, but I kind of vaguely remember the party. But that was so long ago, and I just remember my life just it was a whirlwind. So much was happening at one time, but I was just happy to have Access Hollywood there. That's pretty amazing.
Brandy, I was driving down Highland, and on Hollywood High School they have a mural of a bunch of different artists from like John Ritter, just a who's who of and your picture's up there, which was kind of cool. It just kind of dawned on me because I knew I was going to be talking on you today. That has to feel kind of cool whenever you're just kind of cruising around Hollywood and seeing that, huh?
That feels amazing because going to Hollywood High, I wasn't very popular, and that was the school that I feel kind of that's the school that makes or break you, and I felt I just felt so inspired to go to a performing arts school like that and to be a part of that that moment, like with all those amazing artists, and just it blew my mind when I go past that school every time I get a chance. It's just like, wow, I'm up there, with Selena and Prince Fishburne and Carol Burnett. Amazing.
That part. And it's funny because I just want to take a moment. Master P, we had him on the show earlier, and he said, you got to give folks their flowers while they're alive. Don't wait till we dead and gone to let us know. This is an icon we've got right here. Brandy, you've been making music. I mean, people call you the vocal Bible for a reason, right? Using your voice as an instrument. I know that you sometimes get uncomfortable with that kind of praise, but I just feel like I don't want to wait until later. We got you right now. Let's love on you right now. But I remember exactly where I was when we heard that Whitney Houston had passed away, right? I remember exactly where I was, exactly what I was doing. But will you take us back to the moment she called you to let you know that she wanted you to be Cinderella, that she wanted to play your fairy godmother?
Yes, I was in my kitchen in Carson, California, and I picked up the phone, and it was, Whitney, and she said, I want you to play Whitney Houston. I want you to be in this movie with me and make history with me. And I was just, blown away. First of all, I'm on the phone with my idol, my mentor. She meant everything to me. She still means everything to me. So to get that phone call, it was surreal. It was as if it, were not, it wasn't happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget how I felt. I just felt so special, and I felt so loved by her, for her to choose me. And I just can't really explain it. I'm doing the best I can right now, but yeah, it's just unbelievable.
Well, no, I'm sure she'd be proud, and that was such a classic moment. But speaking of classics, in the '90s, Moesha, of course, influenced and raised the whole generation.
Yeah.
Such a important part of the decade right there. And now Reboot's becoming so popular. Have you entertained the thought yet? Or I'm sure you've been approached about revisiting Moesha as a reboot. Maybe this time as your daughter.
I'm so open to a reboot for Moesha. I had such a great experience, playing the character of Moesha. Just such a great cast. I think it would just be amazing if we could all come back together and create some magic again and see where the show would go today. I think it would be awesome. So
Right, because
absolutely, I'm open to it.
It ended on such a cliffhanger, right? But you think about that show and you think about Cinderella and the times we find ourselves in again where race and diversity and representation are bigger parts of the conversation. Did you have any idea that the strides you were making, the accomplishments that you had would be notches toward better representation? Did you have any idea of that?
Of course not. I didn't know what was going on, you know, at that age. I mean, you know, it was just all about, you know, getting my work done. Of course, I was focused and I definitely wanted to be, you know, a role model and set a great example, but I had no idea, you know, the kind of impact that, you know, I was having, and I didn't know that it would, you know, make such a difference in today's time when people look back and see, you know, what we were doing back then. So I'm very blessed to look back and see, you know, the work that we were able to do and what we were able to accomplish.
Baby mama, I ain't with the drama, not the baby mama. Ain't depending on you, I'm a baby mama. Baby mama, looking at me, single mama. This song ain't just for me, it's for every mama, yeah. Every day I breathe is for my little mama. Every mama and the baby mama, yeah.
Okay, popping right there. Look at Brandy's music video for her new song, Baby Mama. We are back with Brandy. It's like you pick up right where you left off, Brandy. You take a little break and come. I love that you stayed true to the R&B cool song, because that's what's missing to me for the 90s. That kind of just groovy, fun R&B kind of music. So what was it about this particular album? What inspired these songs?
Well, you know, music has always been, you know, a way for me to, you know, live my experiences through. Like, music has been therapeutic for me. So I wanted this album to be personal, authentic. I wanted to, you know, tell my story. And with Baby Mama, it's my love song to my daughter, just representing and celebrating my unconditional love for her.
Yeah. It is so fun to see you and Chance the Rapper together. What is it like? Were you guys in the studio together, building that song? What was it like working together?
We were not in the studio together, unfortunately. You know, I hate that, you know, in today's time, you don't really get together in the studio like, you know, like back in the 90s, but we did work together on the video, and you could just tell the chemistry. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I was just having so much fun. It was just like, you know, I hadn't been on set in so long, so I was just like so happy to be on set. So, you know, what he brought, it was just, it was as if we were in the studio together. You know, it just felt like natural. And I love when, you know, you can collaborate with an artist and the chemistry doesn't feel forced. So it was amazing.
Yeah, it is interesting because all the collabs these days, you're right, they're never in the studio together anymore. Everybody's kind of recording on their own and they kind of make it happen. Well, another collab that's cool and a lot of people looking forward to hearing is you and your daughter.
We were in the studio together.
Yeah. Y'all were in the studio together, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
we were in the studio together.
That must have been obviously a very special and cool. How was that? That's I bet a surreal kind of moment, right?
It is very surreal. It's amazing to see her work in the studio. She's so fast and so passionate about music. And I just love her voice. I love what she can do with her voice. And, you know, I just tell her to try things. She tells me to try things. And we just work so well together. And I just want to do music with her for the rest of my life.
And she's how old now?
18.
What? 18?
18.
Wow. What? It feels crazy
I've
to
done
think.
a good job so far. Like she's already had, you know, a lot of her childhood has not been in the public eye.
Right.
No, not at all. It just sounds weird to hear because you still come across looking 18 yourself. So having 18
hold on
yourself.
a second.
That's funny. That is great.
You know what I just realized? That I am sitting here with two people who have been immortalized as dolls. Like, wait, so Mario has the AC Slater doll.
I look like a Munchie on mine. It is not a good look.
But Brandy's there are like braids with the baby hairs. Like even the baby hairs are swept
They hooked up with the baby hairs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Is it
dope.
crazy to see some of that, right? I mean, come on.
That's
my
hilarious.
goodness.
That's awesome.
It's amazing to see. I mean, that is, That's unbelievable that that really happened. You know, I remember them, you know, Mattel having to do a mold on my face, and then for it, you know, for it to turn into like a doll. That's unbelievable, guys. Really unbelievable.
Hey, Brandy, listen, before we let you go, I want to give you a quick little rapid fire quiz, okay? All right, here we go. Favorite show that you've binged on Netflix?
As of late, the Game of Thrones. I know I'm late.
No, that's good.
Okay, you and Kit both very, very late on that. Artist you want to work with that you haven't yet?
Sade and D'Angelo.
Good answers. Would you want dance moves like Janet or Sierra?
Ooh.
Oh, well, they're both amazing, but Janet's the original. No
That's the
shade,
OG.
Sierra. Love you.
Ooh, okay. Moesha reboot or Brandy biopic?
Oh, Brandy biopic, because Moesha will be in the Brandy biopic.
Hey, there you go. All right. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Martin?
Oh, that's hard because I love both of them. But I'm have to go with Martin.
Hey.
Damn, Gina. Okay. If you were not a singer, what would be your dream job?
I would probably be an amazing lawyer.
Oh.
Okay, Your Honor.
Or I would have my own hair company.
Okay.
I already see that's coming. That's already on the way. I can feel it.
All right, last one. Favorite go-to snack and go-to cocktail?
Oh, I don't drink anymore, but my go-to snack would be Doritos, Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch.
Come on.
Cool Ranch.
Yes.
Gotta have a Cool Ranch.
You gotta
Blue
go
bag.
flaming hot, girl. Flaming hot right there. All right, hey, Brandy, it was great to see you and to catch up. Congratulations on everything.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I was a little nervous, but you guys made me feel comfortable. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Love you guys.
Brandy's new album, B7, drops on Friday.